Okay guys, so it's a very nice and warm day. I had work on the machine last night. I was freezing cold out here, and the day before I finished my spindle. It's very nice. It's still tight. It's already warm up. I left it run today for 4 hours at 4,000 RPM. It's I don't know, maybe 80 to 100 degrees. I mean, a little bit warmer than whatever the weather is. I don't know, 120. Anyway, I put new bearings on it. I honed the inside, took all the dust out of there, corrosion or whatever. I also cleaned up my coolant plates or cover housing, whatever, in there. And the spindle now is pretty nice. Now it's warm, and I'm able to just turn it and it free spins, you know, very nice. But when it's cold, it's kind of harder to turn, so it's definitely gonna need warm up anytime I'm gonna use the machine, until, you know, it breaks in with the time. I got one thing I'm gonna tell you that I did over there, and I'm not telling you to do it. This is the way I'm gonna do it. So, you know, this machine, they oil, I mean, the lubrication on the spindle comes from the machine. You know, that same oil that loops the linear ways and, you know, ball screws and all that kind of stuff. It also lube on the spindle. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do it. I extremely pack plenty of high-speed grease on them new bearings, and I'm just going to run it like any other spindle. Most of them you see out there, you just grease them with very nice grease, and it should work. It should be fine. I don't want to be thinking that my lubrication didn't work and my spindle went out because of that. I want to make sure there's grease, high-speed grease in there, and I don't have to worry about it. That's one thing. The other thing is, let me drop my Z-axis. Wait. Pretty much up here I'm done. So what I'm gonna have on whatever, you know, there is a fitting on top of the spindle cartridge or housing. There's a fitting that, you know, you're supposed to connect one of the holes from the lubrication system into the spindle. So I'm just gonna put a grease fitting over there. I already, you know, as I clean that housing, I make sure how that routing works. So if I ever want to pack some grease in it, I'm just gonna use a grease gun, pretty much. I'm not gonna take it apart and grease it. So I'm just gonna put a fitting. It's actually a 1/8 pipe thread. Just put a fitting over there, a grease fitting. And if I ever want to grease it, I'm not gonna take it apart. Just, you know, use a grease gun, go through that hole on the side and grease it. I should be fine with that. Now I put plenty of grease in there. I don't use that little needle stuff, you know. I don't do it like that. It's finger wise. So I put plenty of grease in it. So it's got plenty of grease in it. On my top bearing, so this spindle, it's not like the one I seen online. One I seen online, they take two 60-10 bearings for the top, and two 72-12, yeah, I mean 70-12 for the bottom. It does take two on the bottom, but it only, I mean 70-12, but it only takes one on the top. So maybe it's this white or chrome looking cartridge, the only one that uses one 60-10 on the top. So there's only one bearing on the top and the two bearings on the bottom. So I kind of left it on the tight side. Like I said, if it's cold, like last night was around 30 degrees, and I turned it on, and it was kind of tight. You know, even turning it was kind of tight, and I have to let it run for about an hour until it start getting, you know, free spinning like this, like it is now. But now it's not cold weather, you know. I mean, it's warmer than what it was. I got a situation on my cooling fan for my spindle motor. It's a 3-phase, so I'm gonna buy, one of those. Let me see. There's a small VFDs. Hopefully you can see it here on the Brothers. Wait, let me reset so you don't hear that. Come on, those cooling fans. So here on the Brothers, for my coolant pump and my watch down pump, I use these little ones. They're 1 horsepower. So I'm gonna buy. I'm fighting someone on eBay trying to buy 4 of them at the same time, pretty cheap. So I'm still gonna buy them anyway, but I'm kind of playing, back and forth. So I want to put this on that machine. So I'm gonna buy some of these, and one of them is gonna run my spindle cooling fan, and just make a a little brain or macro, whatever, to make that fan run whenever my spindle is running. Okay, that's one thing. Oh, another thing, and I want you to share this with your friends, and I think this is really important. So I seen a lot of people changing power drawbars on many others machines. The most machine I seen, for what I know, I mean, and I definitely do not know much, we're just playing with this and all that. No experience on the field like many people. That's what I'm trying to say. But I see a lot of people changing power drawbars on Haas machine. I'm almost positive 99% of what I'm gonna say now is your problem. Okay, so this spindle looks like somebody changed it before. Now the machine was sitting almost outside, only on a shelter, and it got humidity inside, and the bearings went out and all that stuff. So but my power drawbar, which I thought it was gonna be bad, is a very good power drawbar. It's brand new, looks beautiful. All my crushing shims or washers or whatever, they're nice, brand new. My balls, all of that, the little balls down over there, they good. But I was having a problem where anytime I hit my power drawbar, switch, my power drawbar will have too much travel to the point that it will bend my carousel down when I was on tool change position. And I was trying to just set my C height to the right place in between, so it will pull it off, and it will push it off, so the carousel will be somewhere in the middle. But still, like that, it will make a lot of pressure on the carousel and it will bend it. So what happened is your maybe the back of the power drawbar on some of this machine is longer than normal, or they just come like that for any other machine, for average. So maybe from the factory they use shims down here. This one did not come with shims. Maybe on the factory they sell them with shims. Now what I did is I went ahead and cut me a 1 inch by 1/8 of an inch flat bar. Just drill it and put a shim on the power drawbar piston or whatever. So get it away from the power drawbar. And right now, see if I can show you. Let me pull my C up again. So this is the same tool holder that came on the machine. I mean that it was just sitting there forever. But so you see how much litter when I'm trying to hold it in place, right? But you see just so how close. Let me see if I can get you closer. See how close I'm just releasing the taper from the spindle, and it's not much. It's only about maybe 3 millimeters or whatever. I try to hold it in place. That air from the to clean the shank is messing with me. But just try to see how far. So it's only about maybe 2 or 3 millimeters. In reality, that's the only one. That's as much as you need. You don't need more than that. That's plenty. Now it was going another 4 millimeters. Well, 3, 4, another 3 millimeters. So it was quite quite far. So it was really low. I would really recommend whoever has a machine like this and you are seeing your carousel on your tool chain just getting bent down or pulled up, and trying to set your spindle height so your carousel kind of sits in between the middle of the the dogs here or whatever. Most likely the only thing you have to do is put some shims on your piston up there on the power drive roller so you don't bend the carousel. So in a perfect world, it's supposed to just come here and release at the same time, pick up that tool and maybe barely pull it, 1 millimeter or 2, or push it that same amount. But it doesn't have to go crazy like just bending it down, like a 1/4 inch. And I've seen it on videos, and you can look for some of them videos where it will bend the carousel. Actually, I thought it was bending the whole frame of this, and I definitely wanted to do that because I was messing with you. There was a new carousel. It was not. I just hammered the hell out of it, and it's pretty straight now. So I don't want it to go back to being all warped and all that. So make sure your power drive or the piston or whatever is not that high. I mean, it's not traveling that much. And the point with that is, if it travels that much, like this one was, your main problem, and that's why we started this conversation, is you're crushing your shims so much to the point where you'll break them. See, I seen this Haas power drive, people pull them out and pieces come out of them. That is, I would say, almost the only power drive, unless another machine have the same problem. That is the only power drive that I see pieces of the shims coming out. And it is because you're crushing on the shims so much. And these power drive, they're not cheap. And if you don't put a shim on your piston just because it came like that, you're making a mistake. Use common sense. You don't have to put it like it came from the factory. Factory, like I said before, and it sounds bad sometimes, but factory sometimes it's not perfect. So sometimes you got to go ahead and do your part, and your part is trying to find the sweet spot on everything you're trying to do on one of these machines. And besides, they're old and they were made on really high production, so they're not perfect. So I shim my piston again, and it's working fine. It's releasing good. It's not pushing on my carousel or nothing like that. Let me pull that tool out of there because the machine don't know right now. I got one on it, so I don't want to crush it. Crash it. I got my Y home sensor. Let me see if I pull my C up. See, go up. Okay, you see right here, I mounted my, wait, let me put this thing here. I always got something like this, tripod or whatever. So I mounted my home and limit switch. I mounted here. So I built me just a small bracket. Let me see if I find it. Built me this small bracket. It's got 200 thousandths offset, if you see it. It's actually sitting like this. So this is going to be my home sensor. This is going to be my limit sensor. So it's pretty much sitting like that. It's kind of weird the way I did it. So underneath the table, there's a plate like this, alright? And this plate the factory setup is this switch, right? Which now is my limit. It used to be my home. So my home now is this one. Hopefully you see it lighting up down there. The light down there, maybe not. Let me see. Come on. Yeah, you may see it maybe. And this my, you know, my limit. See, the machine went on e-stop right then, as soon as I got on it. So pretty much, there's gonna be a plate up here. Build this little plate too. Pretty much gonna be a plate, and the plate is gonna come hit on my home sensor. And if I ever don't have my soft limits on, when I hit on my limit switch, it's gonna definitely stop the machine or whatever. This one goes like that because I'm gonna have farther travel than factory a little bit. I'm trying to squeeze the most I can, so I'm probably gonna squeeze another inch and a half out of my y-axis, maybe. So I'm trying to, you know, make sure I can squeeze some out of it. But yeah, that's it. So this is, it's gonna hit over there. So like, since they are offset, where I put that plate at here, since they are offset, like I said, it's gonna hit first on homing, you know, all the time. And if I ever go too far, because my limit switch, I mean my soft limits are not on, then I hit on my limit and it stopped the machine. It's working good so far. What I was gonna tell you, it's kind of tricky the way I did it. I wanted all three sensors to be close together so I don't have to do a lot of wiring. I hate, you know, being that far. So what I did is, this plate, just like this, is sitting on the other end of the machine. I mean, of the y-axis table, settle, whatever you call it. It's actually traveling in between these two sensors, you know, to come all the way here and hit on this sensor, you know. So anytime you move your y-axis forward or backward, it runs through, you know, this sensor right here. And if you go too far, I mean farther than the two sensors, it travels in between the two sensors before it hits here. So it's really lined up. So I did this plate on the cat. I cat it so to make sure I got the same distance from these 4 bolts. I mean these 2 bolts, the same distance on them 2 over there. And that these 2 sensors were gonna line up on the middle, so the plate that is down there, it will come through those sensors and hit and don't hit on it. So that's it. That's what I got over there. Okay, got more news, and it's I played a little bit. Don't be looking at my shop. I got stuff everywhere. I can't work organized. My brain doesn't work. So I play a little bit my colors, and so I believe this is the gray that I was looking for. So it is the way I came to it. There's another mess. It's this paint from already got this one ready. Nothing to, I mean, I'm just gonna name it. It's gonna be Gray Haas or Haas Gray or whatever. It's just this, a smoke gray from Rosalium, you know, Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. I got this one at Lowe's, and gloss white. So I did 50 and 50, and I got on that color. So that's a good tip, you know. You don't have to worry about trying to match a crazy color. It's pretty easy. So 50% of smoke gray and 50% of white gloss, or I would say white, you know, or gloss white, and it will get on that color. I really think it's really close to Haas. Maybe not perfect, but I would say it's close to it. So I'm just testing on that paint. I think it's fine. What else we got going on? Not much. That's it. Well, I'm trying to strip the paint out of my carousel cover so I can throw some paint on it. So I put some paint stripper on it. That paint is crazy to pull it out. And well, that's it, guys. for now, hopefully I didn't forget nothing. Like I said, maybe a good thing or not, no more oil into that spindle. It's only high-speed grease. You know, that crazy expensive one I didn't want to buy, but yes, that's the one I put in, and it's pretty well packed. So I put a whole tube of that. I didn't go like, you know, like I said, you know, like I see videos like no needle, finger doing, you know, like pretty full. Let it just spit out whatever I didn't like, and let the other one work on it. So that's it, guys. Hopefully, see, I got bolts everywhere. I gotta work like that, or like I said, my brain doesn't work. Oh, wait, I almost forget. See that box over there? I almost forget. Wait, let me get a blade. See, I know what everything is. Even though you see a mess, I said a blade, and my hand goes straight to it. So, okay, I'm gonna take it apart here on the ground. It's a windy, nice windy day. I know what it is, but I just want you to see how it looks. Well, I think I know what it is. Yeah. This is it. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. I don't know how to open it. Where? Maybe like this. Yes. No, not that way. This way. And this is. Are you getting this? Okay, there, better. Maybe some of you don't buy this. I can't afford nothing better. But this is one of those eBay tool holder kit. Cat 40. This is really affordable. So it's $230. Full set, and they actually the ones that fit on, I believe, Haas, if I'm not mistaken. ER collets. So this Cat 46. Wait, put it back. Yeah. I don't organize everything, but I organize something. So ER collet. These are ER 16. ER 16 collets. Okay, right there. You got it? Yes. These are maybe. So it comes from 3 different wrenches. So these are gonna be our drill shop, ER 16 and ER 32. These are ER 32 collets. I've been meaning to buy another one of these kits. This is pretty much the most one that I use. Let's see what this one is. Oh yeah. So this is our. You know, one time I bought one of these kits, and it didn't have this. So come on. They sent me. They sent me the holder. I mean, yeah, the holder, but they did not send me the face mill. I mean, the head itself. So, I believe this is a 2-inch. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's 2-inch. So, yeah, one time I bought one of this kit. I got 2 of this kits. Yes, but one time I bought one, and let's try it. Wait. Let's try it on. Let's try it on. Just.
loose.
And die. Okay, no. Okay, I got you. Woo. Throw it in here. Yes. Let's put this on. Just hand tight it. And let's go to the machine. Moving this so I can put you up here. Just want to make sure the studs are the same length. Yeah, they look the same length. So hopefully this face mill is tight to it. There it is. Cheap, but it works. Oh, that locked. That thing locked in place just by putting it over there. Let me run it. That's 4,000. It's a lot quieter, guys. A lot quieter. Okay, so that's it. 2-inch face mill. I can forget to make sure I tight this. No, I'm gonna pull it off. I don't trust myself, so I'll put it in here. Where's that other part? Okay, so that's the face mill. You over there. This is okay. Yes. Okay, this is a collet shock. You know, these are all Chinese stuff, but they work. I mean, at least for what I do, have a little bit of fun. It's fun. It's okay. Oh, this is big. Okay, yeah, this is a 1-inch maybe, or 3/4. Yeah, 1-inch face mill holder. I know there's low and high quality stuff, but there's some stuff I really believe you can go wrong with, and I'm not talking about buying this stuff. I'm talking about this modern day machining. If you got a roughly accurate machine, let's say like one of these Chinese guy, and this is what we got to do here, but one of these Chinese guy, they got a you know, a barely accurate machine, you can build something like this. It is not a big deal to build something simple like this. If you want to now. This is what, 1/2 inch? No, this is 5/8 tool holder. 5/8. Just gonna throw them over there like that. Don't worry about it. This is our 3/4. Yes, 3/4 face mill holder. I mean end mill holder. Three-eighths. Yeah, 3/8 end mill holder. Really short. Very short. This is our 1/2 inch. Come on. Also short. 1/2 inch. So this, how are we gonna tool up that machine? Oh, and 16 ER16 tool holders. I mean ER16 tool holders. Call it whatever. ER16, 32. Okay, 32. Quarter inch what? Holder. Yes. Quarter inch. Okay. I'm trying to go fast, guys, so it doesn't take for whatever. ER32, okay. ER32. I got some of this on the two sets that I have bought before. ¿Qué, mi vida? Estoy haciendo un video. Ven y dame un beso, ven. ¿Cómo te fue? Te amo. ¿Qué hola, Cere?
Hola.
What's up?
So,
Okay, so yeah, this is another ER32, 32, and 32, 16. Yeah, there's actually we can machine some stuff with this. It never goes back in it. It never goes back in it. I don't know, but it never goes back in it. I'll try. Oh, anyway, you saw it. I also bought. Yes, let me go pick that. I also bought two of these sets. They're like, you know, half to 1/8 Talon coated or whatever for steel, and this one for aluminum, 3 flute, all of them. I don't know. I believe they're like $50 something for a complete set like this. So at least for just having fun and playing, there's no reason not to do this. And besides, we're not on a production deal or nothing. We're just trying to have fun. So this will do it. This is okay. Not a big deal. I will just, you know, I will put them on the collets or whatever, set them up, and I try to run apart. I want to run my first cut. I don't know if with or without the weight covers. I'll probably run it without the weight covers, since I really have to clean that machine again. I have cleaned it the most I can, and there's still things, you know, stuff coming out of it everywhere that I touch. So I will really have to clean it again. So I might just put a vise on it, set all my tools, and I try to show you, you know, running the first bar on it, and see how it does. I haven't definitely just zero it out where it will do a really accurate part, but it's close to it, and I'm not worried about that. That can always be fixed. And I try to point out some experience that I had trying to set up zero on this machine on retrofit like this, and we're probably gonna do that together. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's what I got this week. I'm waiting on my PC. I already ordered it. It should show up today. If it's not today, tomorrow. But what on my PC, a little keyboard. What else I bought? No, I believe that was it. You know, the MPG you guys saw, the Pro, all that, and I was waiting on this, and I really like this, so I can feel like my carousel almost with this. There is 16. Say 8, 10, 12, 13, 2 holders. So, right? Yeah. So that will kind of, you know, put some on the carousel, which I can always fill it up. I got more tools that I use on the. So these 3 machines are both, they all 3 Cat 40. So I just gotta pull the pull stud is different on the Cincinnati, but it's the same on the Sharp. So I can just swap tools from one machine to the other one, which that's really good. That's really cool. All right, guys, I am gonna stop now this video for sure. Hopefully you like it. My spindle is running good, and everything is fine so far. I want to touch something. One of my you guys, you know, viewers, and I thank you so much for watching all the videos and commenting on it. All of you, comment or not, it's fine. You learn something, sometimes you don't. It's okay. So you asked me about the screen set. All my screen set, they work the same way. You know, the tabs are the same way. All the tabs, they're set up the same way. The only difference is on my tool changer carousel tab. Depending on how many tools, that's what it changes on the screen set. But the DROs for the tools are the same. So this one is a 24 DRO, 24 tool position from the Cincinnati. But on the macro is looking for all 20 positions for the Haas. So right now I'm pretty much almost looking for 24 tools, but there is actually 20 positions. So only on the Haas. So it's pretty much anytime I call a tool, if it's on position 20, let's say 21, it's not going to find it. It's going to try to, but there's no position 21 on the carousel. So it's going to send me, you know, a message and stop the tool change. But if it's anything below 20, it's going to find it and look for it and put it on or unload it on that position. Just like the same on the Brothers. See, it's the same setup pretty much, but it's only, you know, 10 positions. So the same. The macro is, it looks for the DROs to find the tool. If you see, I got, you know, position 6, I got tool 35, which that's one thing that we talk about on some of the videos. This is really good. Like I said, on the Sharp, I got that problem. I got 24 position, 24 tools. So here I can run, you know, 300 tools if I want to inside there on the CAD cam, and still load it here with the number on the CAD cam over there, and Mach3 is going to find it on whatever position I put it on. So that's the really advantage on a regular, and I would say also on Haas. I don't think Haas works that way. I think Haas works, at least this machine maybe, I'm not sure, works on a DNC and there's only 22 position, and your tool is the carousel, your tool number is the carousel position, if I can put it like that. Nothing outside of that. Well, anyway, I am stopping now. Come on, I can't stop. Okay, guys, see you. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll keep working on it. Now it's time for my home and switch sensor, I mean a limit for my X-axis. All right, I leave you, and I'll see you later.